Good morning students, my name is Prashant Taide. Here we'll be studying about the kingdom Plantia. Okay, in last video we have studied about the cryptogams and the Thallophyta. Okay, so in this video we'll be studying about the Bryophyta. What is meant by Bryophyta? Now here I will be the split these words Bryo. Bryo means what? Moss. Bryo means what? Moss. And phyton means what? Plants. Means those plants grow near to that the water bodies or in the wet places, that is called as the Bryophyta. We can say to that. Okay, see here are the some characteristics of that the Bryophyta. So first characteristics of the Bryophyta is here, they grow in the soil also, but they need a water for the reproductions. Is what they are saying here. They grow in the soil. They grow in the soil, but they need a water for the reproductions. Because we can say to that is called as the amphibians. Okay, means there is a relation of that the land also and the water also. Because of that we can say to that the amphibians. Second characteristics, the body is differentiated in a stem, leaves like a structure. Means what? Whatever their body is there, that body has separate into the different types of the parts, like the stems, like to that the leaves. Third characteristics, root like a structure called as the rhizoids. What am I the rhizoids? Means whatever the roots are there, how they look? They look like to that the rhizoids. See here, these lines you can see in this picture. There are some lines which are here. Okay, they looks like to that the grass. That is called as the rhizoid. This part is called as the rhizoid. Okay, so what are the function of the rhizoid? The function of the rhizoid are there means to absorb the water, to absorb the minerals, and to give the support to these plants. Which plant is that? That is the Marchantia. That plant is the Marchantia. These rhizoids are helping like to the roots. Okay. So next characteristic is here, the specialized tissues for the water and the food conduction is absent. Means there are the different types of the connective tissues, like example xylem, phloem. Okay, so what are the function of the xylem and phloem? Means they are helping for what? Reproduction. Okay, so these are not present in our this Bryophyta. Means xylem and phloems are not present in our Bryophyta. Okay, see here reproductive organs are under the developed. Means these organs are not properly developed. Okay, so it is also called as the external fertilization. Why do we say this is called as the external fertilization? Because whatever that the fertilization occur, that is not occur into the inner side, that is occur into the outside. That is occur into the outside. Because of that we say that is called as the external fertilizations. Here are some examples of our Bryophyta. First one is the Ricea, second one is the moss, and third one is the Marchantia. Okay, so these all are the examples of our Bryophyta. Okay, so these Bryophyta maximum persons are we can find near to that the wet places like a dam. Okay, so which are the where there is water, so there we can find that the Bryophyta plants. Okay, so start. I hope you have understood about the Bryophyta. Okay, so if you have any problem, then you can comment me. Okay, so now next video will be there the Pteridophyta. Thank you. Good morning students. In last video we have studied about the Bryophyta. Okay, so now in this video we will see about that the Pteridophyta. This is the third division of that the cryptogams. Okay, so in Pteridophyta we will see that what is meant by the pterido. Pterido means what? Pterido means ferns. Pterido means what? Ferns. And phyta means already we know that phyta means what? Plants. Okay, means which are the already. I hope you have saw that the first. Where do we get to that first? We get that the first into our gardens. Okay, and pool places where we can use that for the decorations. Okay, so here are some characteristics of that the Pteridophyta, which are that will be the seer. The first characteristics of that the Pteridophyta is the plants from these groups have a well-developed roots, stems, and the leaves. This is what they are saying here. The which plants are belonging from this group is Pteridophyta groups. So how they are? They have the well-developed roots, stem, and the leaves. This is the first characteristics of the pteridophyta. Second, it has a separate tissue for the conduction of food and the water. Is what they are saying here. It has a separate tissue. Which conductive tissue specified is there? Xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem. These are the two types of the tissue which are present in these plants. Okay. So which of these are not present in our Bryophyta and the Pteridophyta? Okay. They are absent in the Thallophyta and our Bryophyta. Okay. But they are present into our Pteridophyta. They do not bear the flowers and the fruits. Already we know that the cryptogams are the non-flowering plant. So because of that, they are not bearing the flowers also and the fruits also. They reproduce with the help of the spore formed back on the posterior surface of the leaves. Now see here is the leaf. Here is the leaves. On this the surface of that, there are some spores. So by this only they are the reproducing the new things or the reproductions. Okay, or they are the reproducing with the help of these the forms, or by the with the help of these the spores. Okay, then this is the first land plant which was developed onto that the land with the muscular tissue. This is also called as the terrestrial plants. This is also called as the terrestrial plant. Why? Because this is the first plants. This is the first plants which has grown onto our land. Okay? This is the first plants which has grown onto the land. We have saw in the Bryophyta. Bryophyta has required to that the water. Okay? Same like this only. Our Thallophyta. In Thallophyta also has required the water. Okay? So, but this is the first plant which have grown onto the land. Okay? It also found in the cool, damp and shady, humid places. Where does we can do the found these the plants? We can found this plant on the particular places like the cool, like the wet, okay, and to the humid places. Okay, there are the again these plants. Here are the some uses of that the ferns. Where does we use that the ferns? We can use that the ferns for the medicine also, for the ornamentals also, and for biofertilizer. Which are the fertilizer we use into our farm? That time also we can use to that this fern. Okay, so they also their plants reproduce asexual by the spore formation and the sexual by the zygote formation. These both process can occur into the Pteridophyta, sexual also and asexual also. Okay, so these all are the characteristics of that the Pteridophyta. These all are the characteristics of the Pteridophyta. Okay, so there are some examples of that ferns, Lycopodium and the Selaginella. These are some examples of that our Pteridophyta. Okay, so I hope you have understood that. Thank you.